I'm Steven.
What's up, rygar?
I say me and him both are professional artists. We try to live off of creation. We create new worlds and new characters and beautiful landscapes. It's not accepted, really. It's not accepted in art school. It's not accepted in society. Just now it's starting to be put into
Mainstream.
like campaigns, like for like skateboarding and Comedy Central.
Right.
Commercial work. They're starting to put like the cutesy graffiti and like, you know, the drips and the bubbles and the cutout clouds and, you know, tagging and stuff like that. They're starting to put the cutesy stuff. It's starting to get a little bit recognized, but what we do isn't not recognized as an art form.
Yeah.
And in this so-called art world, you know what I mean?
Right.
This so-called art world.
When I first moved down here to LA, there were some people that did not, you know, like what I was doing because simply it's like, oh, well, who's this cat and where did he come from? Oh, well, look at what he's doing, and it was quality.
They get the same thing.
You know, it was quality. You know, and that's what, you know, made some people fearful of what, you know, maybe not me as a person, but like what I did because it took the spotlight away from them, and that's not what I try to do. But maybe sometimes, you know, a little bit of hot-headedness and cockiness comes out of me because of so much of other people's hate. But then again, I use that energy and it reflects off in my style, a lot of sharp edges and cuts and angles. So for me, that's a good way to express it, you know, aside from, you know, getting into fights, cussing people out, and, you know, the regular, the regular stuff.
I'm not a gangster.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me out there with the shaved head and Nikes on.
I think I was around 5 years old and I started drawing, and I was like really, you know, I got one of those how-to draw books, you know, my mom got me one, and I flipped right to the end, you know, I didn't go through the circles and erasing.
Right.
Flipped right to the end and I drew this wiener dog, and it's kind of a funny story. Basically, I just try to stay humble and be myself, and, you know, it took me a while to realize who I was. I went through a lot of different phases and stuff, you know. I don't know, man. Just who I am. I guess I am my art. That's what I try to portray. I give people with my paintings and my graffiti and my computer work, whatever, I try to give people a glimpse of my mind, so to speak.
Graffiti being a part of, quote unquote, an element of something greater, i.e., you know, the elements of hip hop. I mean, it's like, it's graffiti culture. It's you look at it and, you know, even when I go to one of my crew meetings, there's so many diverse walks of life, so many different stereotypes.
Melting pot.
It's a melting pot, and I don't see how someone could be like, oh, well, graffiti's only hip hop and that's it. That's, to me, absurd.
It's Slayer. I just think that it's surpassed hip hop. I mean, I give respect to all those, you know, quote unquote hip hop artists from the '80s, like, you know, Scene and Lee.
Yeah, because they definitely paved the way.
Yeah, they paved the way for us. But
Doze was one of my favorites.
I just think that it's gone past the breakdancing and MCing. I think that what we're doing and what other people are doing, even with the bombing circuit, is we're taking it to another level. I mean, you're not gonna see no bubbles or, you know, the cutesy subway graffiti. You know, that's not what we're about. We're about the cut you, kill you graffiti is what we're about. You know, like you come into my yard and you see my piece, I want you to be scared. I want you to look at it and go, what the hell is that? You know, I don't want you to go, oh, that's cute.
Right,
you know.
Right.